Hey guys, welcome to K&R Science. This week's podcast is jam-packed with a science experiment to display some chemical reactions and tips on how to keep your classroom a little bit more eco-friendly.
So our experiment today, Foam It, involves an exothermic reaction and a catalyst reaction. So here's what you're going to need. Safety goggles, a small funnel, 20 milliliters of hydrogen peroxide, an empty plastic water bottle, 1 ounce of powdered yeast, 10 milliliters of dish soap, and any color food coloring.
So once you have all those ingredients, you're going to want to start by instructing your students to place the funnel in the mouth of the bottle. Then you're going to add the peroxide and 4 drops of food coloring. Then just add the yeast and remove the funnel.
Now the magic happens. Watch the foam grow and soar out of the bottle right before your eyes.
The foam is also really safe to play with, so make sure you have fun with that. You can also repeat this experiment with different amounts of ingredients just to see which combination has the best chemical reaction.
Now, when it's cleanup time, my go-to product is Fabuloso multi-purpose cleaners.
Yeah, you recommended me this product last year, and I honestly haven't switched brands since. The smell is amazing. They even have an apple fragrance.
But you're right, Fabuloso Cleaner gets the job done. This company really cares about using the safest ingredients in their cleaning products, so I don't have to worry about harmful chemicals on the same desks that my students eat off of too.
Absolutely. I know my students trust that the desks are clean, and I like knowing that they actually are with Fabuloso. It's just one less thing to stress about.
Certainly. With how crazy I am about cleanliness, it's nice having an affordable cleaner I can trust.
And since my top priority is the environment, it's so nice knowing that I'm choosing an eco-friendly product since I always try to encourage my students to live environmentally conscious.
It's sold all over too, in pretty much every store, and because it's a multi-surface, multi-purpose cleaner, I can make sure my entire classroom is completely covered.
Fabuloso multi-purpose cleaner is definitely our classroom staple.
I'm even able to use the containers when we're done. One way of promoting recycling in my classroom is by reusing the bottles and caps. We do all sorts of arts and crafts with these.
I love that idea. We actually utilized our science period one day by planting seeds. They're pretty inexpensive, and then we just used the old recycled plastic bottles and jugs as our containers. So once the plants grew, it was really nice seeing my students care for them.
I'm definitely stealing that idea. I definitely want to implement a program to encourage students to use less paper too. I think I want to create a special bin for scratch paper that's only been used on one side. That way students are inclined to go to that.
Wow, I think that's important to stress reducing consumption, not just recycling. Well, that's all the time we have for our podcast today. Thank you so much for tuning in. Come back next week to K&R because we'll be discussing completing experiments outside and safety precautions.
Thanks, guys. That was Kennedy, and I'm Rachel, and that's a wrap for this week's episode of K&R Science. See you guys next week.